Yan, bumaya. Kayo? Oh, yan na babies. Ma, yan na babies. Flamingo, flamingo, flamingo.
Listen.
Ay, ay.
Zebra, their closest relatives are going to be a giraffe. Now on our left are two different animals. The one that is hiding behind that bush that's darker with the horns is a bongo. Now all the ones that are a little bit lighter here without the horns are some greater kudu. And again, you might be able to see the bongo back there with our two different animals. The one that is hiding behind that bush that's darker with the horns is a bongo. Now all the ones that are a little bit lighter here without the horns are some greater kudu. And again, you might be able to see the bongo back there with the horns. I know they are a little bit harder to see back there. But those bongos are going to be a little bit harder to see actually just because they are given the nickname of the ghost of the forest. Just because they are so rarely ever seen. Now these black rhinos, they can weigh up to 3,000 pounds. Now they can also run extremely fast, up to 35 miles an hour.
Hippo. Ayah, mana nama sudah
And as we keep on diving now, we might be able to find some more hippos for you guys. But I am going to warn you guys, these hippos inside the water are a little bit hard to find. Now, that's because they actually cannot swim inside of the water. So what they do instead of swimming is they're just going to sink to the bottom of the floor. And they are going to be running and walking across the floor. So as we are driving along, if you happen to find a big blob under the water, or like a big rock that looks like it might be moving, it is probably going to be a hippo. And it does. It looks like kind of the head on our left, all the way in the back. You might really see some more hippos back there. Also coming up ahead is another animal. Looks like those are some Nile crocodiles. Now there is one inside of the water, and then another one all the way in the back, up against the rocks over there. A little. Now these Nile crocodiles are typically going to be around 16 feet long. Now they are going to be just about as long as a giraffe is tall. And some more zebras on our left.
Hey.
hey.
No.
Also coming up ahead on our left with those really big horns. Now those are some Ankole cattle. Also on our left, all the way in the back, are some sable antelope. Actually going to get their name because of that color there. Always that reddish brown color. Now if you guys like giraffes, and I can tell just because of this spotting pattern on them. Now this pattern is going to be a little bit more rigid shape pattern. Now these giraffes here, they are extremely tall, as you guys can see, actually up to 20 feet tall. Now their neck alone is going to be around 6 foot tall. And then whenever those babies are born, they're also going to be around 6 foot. Spend most of their day eating. Only going to spend around 30 minutes a day sleeping. Taking quick power naps throughout their entire day. 100 pounds. While the females are actually only going to weigh around 30 pounds. I guess our very posing for us there. Now I can tell that she is an African elephant just because of the shape of her ears. Kind of looks like Africa does on a map. And you might be able to see that she is flapping those ears, just moving them back and forth. It's basically going to be like a big fan or an AC system bringing her. It looks like there are some more elephants out here, so we might be able to get some more views for you guys. Fingers crossed out here. If we do, don't worry. We'll make some more stops out here. Looks like there's another one over there on our left, including the baby right behind that other elephant there. It's going to go really slow. Really hard to see that baby there. But these elephants here now, they are going to be pregnant for about 2 years. Or about 22 months. Oh, you can see the baby right there. A little bit better view there. So they are going to have an extremely long pregnancy here. And now coming up ahead, we are going to start making our way into some water. And I think we're going to get pretty lucky. It does look like there's another elephant out here. Now, sometimes these elephants do like to come into the water to drink it, of course, but also to play in it or just play around in the area. So I'm going to go a little bit slower here. And it looks like that's a very good view for you guys of that elephant. But also coming up ahead now, we are going to be seeing a few more animals. We are going to be seeing some flamingos coming up ahead. Now these are all some greater flamingos. Now you might be able to see that some of them are sticking their entire head upside down in the water. Now this is because they are some filter feeders, which just means they are going to be using their beaks as a drain, just to drain out all of the water, make it a little bit easier for them to eat. Now they are going to be eating shrimp, and that shrimp does contain beta-carotene, which is going to give them that pinkish color that they have. So basically, and definitely keep your hands inside the truck here because they are extremely close here. Now as you keep on diving, we might even be able to find a few more coming up ahead as well. Now these cheetahs here, they can get from 0 to... No, it's not the greatest view right now. It looks like she is kind of behind that rock there. As you keep on driving along, we're going to be getting a much better view, so do not worry up here. I will be making a stop once we get a little bit closer for you guys. But these lions like to come up here to Kobe Rock, up on these big rocks, to get a nice big view of the entire savannah. Now these lions are also going to check their mates. Kind of looks like they are blushing a little bit. And now coming up ahead on our left, kind of look like a big rock in the water. It's actually going to be a big hippo there. Now, these animals here, they can go wherever they please. So that does mean they can be crossing the road. Right next to us on our right-hand side, there is a dazzle. A dazzle is a group of zebras. Now, these are going to be some Hartman mountain zebras. Also, it does look like coming up ahead, you guys might have already noticed those are some giraffes. You guys are correct. Now, it actually looks like there is a tower coming up ahead. A tower is a group of giraffes. We're also going to get extremely lucky here because there is going to be a baby coming up ahead in just a moment. If you guys look in front of us, it's going to be right next to the road up there. We're going to be getting... And some more zebras on our left. Also coming up ahead on our left with those really big horns, those are some Ann Coley cattle. Also on our left, all the way in the back, are some sable antelope. Actually going to get their name because of that color there. Always that reddish brown color. Now if you guys did not get the greatest view, I was actually up to 20 feet tall. Now their neck alone is going to be around 6 foot tall. And then whenever those babies are born, they're also going to be around 6 foot tall as well. Making those baby giraffes taller than most of us who are on this truck today. Gray animals are some wildebeest. Now these wildebeest are been knocked over. Now usually this up on that rock, now that is actually going to be a male mandrill. Now I can tell it is the male just because the males are going to wait.
He's done with his nap. Now he's going for a lap. Hey, I guess I'm a poet and I just didn't know it. So you guys see how he's walking underwater? He's not really swimming, all that paddling. See, he's taking a breath. And then he goes right back down again. Kind of reminds me of a whale. So how many of you guys think hippos are like whales? Well, you're on the right track, my friend, because hippos are relatives to whales and dolphins. Yeah, it's all found in their DNA.
See?
And by studying the genetics of hippos, we also learned that they're also close relatives to pigs. How many of you see a little more pig in a hippo than whale?
I mean, I guess the snout and the body shape.
Yeah, the spy shape, the short, stubby legs, the fast speed, and a wild boar's temperament. And look at the way he's moving underwater. See? He doesn't really swim. He walks on the bottom of the river or a lake. As long as he stays close to the surface to snatch a breath.
Stand right here and look at me. Look at me.
Look at his little feet.
You found more.
I don't see it.